Hey guys, I've got a cool budget Izzet spells deck that I want to share with you today. It's a low to ground deck with a few different ways to win. I've made some adjustments while playtesting, so you'll see a few cards like Delve and Ren's Resolve, which were in earlier versions of the deck. So there's two main win cons. I think the main one, the most fun one, is to build a very wide board and then pump your entire board and give your creatures trample. And there's two main ways to build your board. One is Third Path Iconoclast, which gives you a 1/1 artifact creature whenever you cast a non-creature spell. The second one is Rouse Reinforcements, which gives you 2/1/1s out of the box. Balmour is the other piece of the puzzle here. It gives all of your creatures ++0 and trample each time you cast an instant or a sorcery. Once you have a board of 5 or 6 creatures, all you need is to trigger the ability once or twice to be able to attack for lethal. We run about 12 1-mana spells and 8 2-mana spells, which should help both with generating tokens and pumping creatures. The alternative win con is the kind of built-in burn package. We run 4 copies of Play with Fire, 4 copies of Lightning Strike, and then 3 copies of Stoke the Flames. And then our Kessig actually allows us to ping the opponent for 1 each time we cast a non-creature spell. And this includes non-burn spells like Consider, Fading Hope, and Shore Up. In order for us to win, we basically have to get the opponent to a much lower life total that allows us to finish a game with either win cons. So rely on Swiftspear and Kessig to kind of chip the opponent down. Swiftspear does actually double work with the Balmor trigger, since the spells that trigger Balmor will also trigger Swiftspear, pumping it from a 1/2 to a 3/3 or larger. Another interesting interaction is that if we use Fading Hope to bounce a blocker with Balmor in play, all the trample damage from the block creature will hit the opponent with the blocker gone. So this deck is a little weak against board wipes, as it takes some time to kind of set up, and then decks with a lot of life gain also aren't a good matchup. That's it for the deck. See you in the games. Okay, going first is nice. Having 2 Iconoclasts is also great. I think this is definitely a key. So we'll turn to Iconoclast. I think turn 3 Rouse. If we do get an untapped land, I think I might try to play a second Iconoclast. So this, I think, assuming the opponent has no interaction, is a pretty ideal hand because we get to trigger the Iconoclast as well as the Balmor. So I think we go like this. We do Iconoclast, play the island, and we can pass here. So I think at this point, this is a pretty ideal hand. I think we're really looking for just more spells, particularly removal. So I think we want to try to get the Gwen off the board if possible, so let's see if we can dig for something. Mountain is not needed. Let's see, so play the tap land, play the Rouse, and I think we pass a turn for now. And I think next turn we can try to play the Balmor. Oh boy. Okay, so we got to do something pretty quickly because I think we're dead at a turn or two with the Defiler in play. So I think Consider into Spell would be good. 1 off the Consider, 1 off the draw step, because then that would allow us to trigger the Balmor. Okay, them tapping out like this is great. So we basically need spell next turn. So we're going pretty wide, which is exactly what we want. Lightning Strike is great, because that's damage to face. Another spell would be awesome. Okay, I think we have to go for this, because I think we're dead next turn. So let's go ahead and attack all. Let's see how they block. Lightning Strike face. That pumps everybody with the Balmor, and that should do it. I think we normally want a more creature-heavy hand, but because we have Reckless Impulse, I think we can try to dig for it. So let's keep this. Nice, so opponent's probably on Selesnya Enchantments. We'll go and attack. So I think we play with fire. So we don't want the visitor to keep giving +1/+1 tokens. We also don't want the Jukai Naturalist giving discounted enchantments. And I think if we took out the Jukai Naturalist, visitor won't attack next turn. Yeah, I think we took out the Naturalist. And we'll play the island, keep the shore up. So hopefully the attack. Perfect. So I think if we play the shore by the Monastery Swiftspear, it becomes a 2/3/3/4. That should be able to eat the visitor, which is perfect. Then we don't even have to use any sort of burn spell on it. Okay, how do we want to do this? So I think we just put pressure on the opponents. Play the Swiftspear, play the Mountain, play the Reckless Impulse, and then tap it both. Next turn we play the Mountain Delver, and then I think we might be able to keep up the Stoke the Flames. So Mountain, Delver, and then we can go ahead and attack. Since we have a second Stoke, I think we can go ahead and play this one. So I think the ideal case scenario is that we're able to flip the Delver next turn, and then I think we just attack all. So we'll flip it. Alright, so the flyer is 3, this is 7. I think we have to see what we hit. I don't think this is quite what we need right now. I think we need some sort of like burn or something that'll trigger prowess. Let's attack and see how they block. So definitely with the flyer. And I think I'm gonna hold one back, both as a blocker and also possibly to help invoke. So let's see. I think we... How big can we make this? We can make it into a 4/5. So we let them keep the 3/3 because I think it dies anyways. And then these two die as well. We can drop that. And then we kill the 4/4. Sure, now I feel like I missed out on some damage. Alright, so I think we just brace them. Let's consider. And I think we just attack with the flyer. Leave back the Swiftspear as a blocker. Play the island. Play the Balmor. That way we have more blockers back. Alright. Okay, so not the greatest hand, but we have some cards to try to dig for Iconoclast and Balmour, so I think we keep this. I don't even think it's worthwhile holding up shore up, so I think I'm going to play Delver, unless they specifically target our Swiftspear. Sure. So if they have another removal spell, that would suck. So I could play Reckless Impulse, but that leaves Swiftspear open to a cut down. I could play the Mountain instead, keep mana up. Or I could basically play Impulse now. Even if we had 2 lands, I think that's fine. It just gets us closer to where we need to be. Perfect. So we'll hold up shore up. So let's see. So if they have instant speed removal, they can still kill Swiftspear. So I think we just let them take a look. We need more creatures, though. So I think we play the Lightning Strike. If we play the Iconoclast, it's basically wide open for removal. We lose the Lightning Strike if we don't play it, so I think we had to play it. So the bad part would be if they had a removal spell. That would be unfortunate. Let's play Iconoclast. Let's see which creature they remove. They were more worried about their life, or are they more worried about us building a big board? Oh, interesting. So, if they hit a land, they play Breach next turn? Alright, so we might have to basically burn them out. Land is no good. I basically just need burn spells now. So we have 3 from the Lightning Strike. Assuming they don't gain life, we have 3 from the Lightning Strike. And I think it just depends on how many bodies they put on the board. This is a Jund Breach deck. Interesting. Okay, so let's consider Carry to the Island, I think. Yeah, I think we just want bird spells now. And we'll Lightning Strike now. And then, again, assuming they don't gain life, we should be able to close this out next turn. And that is game.